So the title of today's story is Veluka's Father. Now, a long time ago in the past, in the Buddha's day, there was a monk who was very stubborn. He was so stubborn. Whenever anyone tried to tell him that he was doing something wrong, he should do it this way or that way, he would argue. He would complain, "You don't understand me, you don't know, you always insult me," and he wouldn't listen. He was so stubborn that his teachers had to take him to go see the Buddha, who was the biggest teacher of all. And the Buddha asked him, "Is it true, monk, that they say that you're being stubborn? Are you really being stubborn?" He's like, "Yes, I think I'm right and I think they're wrong. That's why I don't listen." And the Buddha says, in another lifetime, in the past, you were like this also. You were very stubborn. And in the end, your stubbornness caused your own death. And he was like, "Really? In the past, this happened before?" And so he wanted to hear the story. And so the Buddha told the story of the past. A long time ago, in another life, many, many lifetimes ago, the Buddha was born as a Bodhisattva, which means a future Buddha. He was a hermit and the leader of 500 hermits, which means people who live in the forest. Now, there was one young hermit who lived there, and he was young, so he had young thinking. One day, a little tiny baby snake crawled into his hut. When the little snake crawled into his hut, he thought, "Oh, this snake is so cute." And so he started to raise it like a pet, started taking care of it. He would keep the snake in a little container made out of bamboo. Back then, bamboo was called Veluka. And so they called him Veluka's father, and they called the snake Veluka. Well, he tried to keep it a secret, but obviously secrets are not kept very well. So eventually, even the leader found out that Veluka's father had a snake named Veluka and called him in and said, "Hey, I heard a rumor that you are raising a snake in your house?" He's like, "Yes, I am." He says, "That's not a very good idea. Snakes are not normally domesticated animals. They're wild animals and they're very dangerous. You can't control him. This could be a big danger for you and everyone around you." He's like, "I don't believe you. I've been with Veluka since he was a little baby. I've taken care of him. He loves me. I love Veluka. He would never harm me." And the Bodhisattva said, "It might be that way now, but you don't know about the future. I just want to warn you that this is not a good idea." But Veluka's father says, "I don't care. I'm not going to listen. No matter what you say, I will not give up my pet." Well, one day, it was time for all the hermits to go out into the forest and get fruits and vegetables and things to eat. And so Veluka's father put Veluka back in the bamboo and closed the lid. And he went, thinking he'd be gone for half a day. Well, it turned out they got lost and all these issues. He was gone for 3 days. Veluka's father missed Veluka so much and was thinking about him all the time. "I wonder if he's hungry. I wonder if he misses me. Oh, I wonder how he's doing," and really missed Veluka. So when he came back, he quickly went to the bamboo and opened it and hoping to see Veluka and maybe get a kiss or a nice encounter. Well, guess what? Veluka was in there for 3 days with no water and no food. He was pissed. He didn't care about the father who took care of me. All he could think about was, "How could you do this to me?" So right when he saw Veluka's father's face, Veluka came out and just bit him in the neck. And Veluka's father died. After some time, some people found the body and came to tell the Bodhisattva. And the leader of the hermits says, "This is what happens when you don't listen to the warnings of other people. Other people have experienced life before us. They've experienced life in different ways than us. When we refuse to listen, sometimes we can walk a dangerous path. So it is important for us to listen. You don't always have to do what other people say, but at least listen, at least think, and have it become your information. You never know. It could save your life."